My name is Meher Kaur, and I am a We Speak Science scientist. Today, we will learn about our microbiome. So, what is our microbiome? The human microbiome is a collection of all microorganisms living in association with the human body. Now, you may ask, why is our microbiome so important? Well, to begin with, it is known as our second genome. There are 150 times more microbial genes than human genes. There are 10 times more bacterial cells than human cells. We share most of our microbiome with our families, community, and with the rest of the world. However, some of it is unique to each individual, just like our DNA. It can therefore act as a microbial fingerprint. Our microbiome comprises of eukaryotes, archaea, bacteria, and viruses. Together, they are called commensal microorganisms. We have a symbiotic relationship with these microorganisms. They are essential in maintaining our mental and physical health. Our microbiome performs various important functions essential for our survival. It helps us digest our food, protects us against pathogens, synthesizes essential nutrients and vitamins such as B3, B6, B12, and K, and trains our immune system to fight infection. Our microbiome controls our mind. Our microbiome controls the way we behave. It can influence our learning and memory, our level of appetite, and mental illnesses such as anxiety and depression. Now, because we know how important the human microbiome is for our health, the NIH started the Human Microbiome Project in 2008. The mission of the project is to comprehensively characterize the human microbiome and analyze its role in human health and disease. To do this, the 16S rRNA or the 16S ribosomal RNA is used. The 16S rRNA sequencing is a common amplicon sequencing method to identify and compare bacteria present in a given sample. It is a method of studying phylogeny. Our bodies are made up of various microbiomes. However, we will focus on a few essential microbiomes such as oral microbiome, skin, genital, gut microbiomes. They are also referred to as oral flora, skin flora, genital flora, and the gut flora. The oral flora is very peculiar. Unlike most of the other microbiomes in our body, the normal oral microbiome is capable of causing diseases like dental caries, which is why we brush our teeth. There are approximately 300 to 500 species, which include bacteria, protozoa, viruses, and fungi. The simple presence of our oral microbiota in the mouth inhibits colonization of pathogens. This is because pathogens find very few binding sites to bind to. Additionally, the oral bacteria reduce nitrate to nitrite, which is then taken up into the bloodstream and converted into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is essential for vascular health and also acts as an antihypertensive. The gut flora is one of the most complex and diverse microbiomes in our body. 1/3 of our gut microbiome we share with most people. However, 2/3 is specific to each individual, just like microbial fingerprint. The main types of bacteria found in the gut are Firmicutes and Bacteroidetes. The type of gut microbiome we have depends on 3 enterotypes. Type 1, we can have high levels of Bacteroidetes. In the second type, we have low levels of Bacteroidetes but high levels of Prevotella bacteria. And in the third type, we have high levels of Ruminococcus. The gut performs various important functions such as digesting and metabolizing food and even antibiotics. Also, the gut microbiome protects and maintains the gut integrity. An altered microbiome can lead to an altered permeability of the intestine. This can further cause leakiness of the intestine, leading to more infections. The gut is very important for us. The skin flora. Now, there are 150 to 1,000 species on this skin. The skin and mucosal lining, however, have a few main bacterial species, including Bacteroidetes, Firmicutes, Actinobacteria, and Proteobacteria. Most of the bacterial species are found on the superficial layer of the epidermis and on the upper parts of hair follicles. They prevent pathogenic organisms from colonizing the skin surface and stimulating the skin's immune system. Our skin can be sebaceous, moist, and dry, and the type of bacterial species we have depends on these three skin types on our body. The skin flora also contributes to giving skin its slight acidic characteristic. And now finally, the genital flora. For females, microorganisms that colonize the vagina are called vaginal microbiota. The main type of bacteria found in the vaginal microbiota is a lactobacillus. It produces hydrogen peroxide, which is a mechanism of bacterial antagonism. For males, the microbiota generally exists in lower genital tract, mostly urethra and coronal sulcus. The upper genital tract is generally germ-free, except for in cases of infections. Now that we have come to an end of our presentation, it is important to realize how vast the field of the human microbiome is, and there is yet a lot to be discovered. If there is one takeaway I want you to have, it is that we are never alone. Our microbiome is always taking care of our mental and physical health, and therefore we must do everything in our power to take care of our microbiome. An altered microbiome is the first step of pathogenesis. So take care of your bacterial friends. Thank you and have a nice day.